Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Manaakitia Zoo. I am Revan. As you've probably noticed, I've not uploaded in a while. Now it's totally on me. I had life just getting in the way and all sorts of, which I'm not going to go into. But either way, we're back in Manaakitia. Have a little bit of an update and laying out some plans. Maybe even at the end of this recording, I might show a bit of my work so far, because I'm intending on going straight into doing some work. We're in Tejikam today as opposed to the last video, which I was told would be better, so I'm going to give that a go. I'll be getting to grips with the controls a little bit as well. But as you can see, we're outside the zoo, and yeah, let's head on in. So as you can see, we've got our do's and don'ts still, which I'm still relatively happy with. We go in, and the first thing obviously you'll notice has changed. We don't have the fountain anymore. We've got a floral garden, which I'm not complaining about. I'm quite happy with that. Makes it look a bit more alive. And we'll be heading off to our left, right even when we get down here to begin the tour of the new zoo. I'm stuck. Ah, there we go. Bosh. So yeah, we see there's our new area of woodland, and see here we've got a walkway there, which I've already got a plan for what's going to go in there. And we'll crack on with our tour past the veterinary clinic. I'm probably going to put some foliage in there, hide that a little bit. But we'll just carry on round past the security guard, and we come into our Asian area. So we just come in, we ignore the crate just there. So as we come up here, you'll see we've got our Babirusa in their new pen, which all this has been done by Zoove. I've lent him the Zoove for a bit, and yeah, this is what he's come up with, so I'm really looking forward to actually seeing what he's done. I mean, I've already seen it, but it was so long ago I can't remember what I do remember one thing though, and I will definitely do that for sure. But yeah, it's like quite happy with that, and yeah, look fairly happy with that. We've got a bit of guarding around the trees to stop anything from uprooting them and whatnot. But yeah, plenty of space, and yeah, really happy with that. So we move along to here, where we've got some Bactrian camels. The fence is maybe a little bit too high, but it's not the end of the world. But yeah, it's a nice new addition. No, hadn't actually put them in, but yeah, we've got plenty of space, and I'll show you what's up with the end over there in a second when I get round to it. So if we just head on back round, here we got our orangutans, which I do actually have a plan for in here, which I will not divulge, but I'll divulge at the end of the episode, but not right now. But I think it's a good idea, because it fits in with a plan I've got for the zoo later on down the line. So we come over here, we've got our, I believe this was the dolls. Oh yeah, I can't zoom out. But yeah, I believe this. Yep, it's the dolls. There's one in the back, just there behind that plant. Maybe get a better view around here. No. But no, that is the dolls' habitat, which is where it was. Our orangutans still. A little bit of a garden just here, another escaped animal just there. We come to our orangutan house, which again is really good. Really happy with that. Bit of a work in progress, and I will turn away from that. house just there. That's fine, just there. So here we've got an enclosure of some sorts. Looks really good. Not sure what's going in there though. It's definitely a climbing animal. Maybe a red panda? Oh, I can't go in there. Head on background. Zookeeper entrance, obviously. We'll come up just here and let's have a look, see what's in the house. Yeah, enough. Yeah, maybe a red panda. But there's definitely nothing in there. I think it was red panda, I can't remember. Go back down, we'll continue the tour. So here we've got a Binturong Habitat, which a little bit cramped, but love the supports for the stands. We'll see what I can. Yeah, really happy. It's a bit overgrown and whatnot, but definitely be interesting to see what we can do with that in future. So now we head on back round to here, and there we can see what the ropes and everything that were at the back of the camels. And what is we got in here? Oh, we've got our clouded leopards, snow leopards even, which bit green for a snow leopard, so you can say prefer mountains and whatnot, but it's not awful, not bad. I like it. Oh yeah, that's where I need to be aware of that, because that's a Nighthouse. I've already checked that. So we've got our snow leopards just there. We come over to here. We've got our hotel just there. A signpost, and over here we've got an elephant trail. Oh, there we go. We've got the elephants just there. We've got a house for them. I'm presuming that's all going to be. Well, that is going to be all foliaged up. So we've got one set of elephants just there. Ooh, what's happened? There you go. Back on the track. And obviously an elephant house just there. Actually, I really like that. It's a lot better than the old one. So we come in here. Oh, this is good. I like this. Indoor area for them. And oh, there's another escaped doll. Entrance there. And a little bit of shelter. And oh, another one. So I'm presuming these will be the females, and the one I just looked at were bulls. That's actually really, really good. And there's plenty of room to work with behind. And we've got buildings in the background, which happy with. There's our work in progress area. So I suppose it's head on over to the Nighthouse now. So with the power of editing, I'll be right there. Okay, so as you can see, we're at night. We've got the entrance to our Nighthouse just here to get a full effect. Got a little toucan just here, which is a nice little addition. And yeah, let's head on into the Nighthouse. Ooh, I like this. I like this. We've got a habitat here from the looks of it, which can't see anything scurrying around. I'm sure there'll be something in there. I think there was meant to be a, I think it was meant to be a pangolin. I'm not too sure, but there's definitely nothing in there at the minute. Let's carry on round. So that was, there was snow leopards. So that's obviously going into the snow leopards. Carry on around. Have I missed anything or? Okay, let's carry on around. Oh, there's another view of in here. And through these doors. Okay, and that's the exit. So yeah, as a whole, really happy with that. Got some, definitely plenty to work with. Maybe make a few changes here and there, because that is definitely a bit overgrown for my taste, but and definitely have some plans for this. But yeah, like really happy with that. There's, as I say, a couple of escaped animals, but that's not the end of the world. I'm definitely, like, I'm presuming that's definitely meant to be like a red panda or something. But yeah, plenty to be getting on with there, and I will crack on with getting those bits, well, the like work that I want to do done. So I will see you in the future. Okay, and we're now back. It's actually the next day, but yeah, I've done a fair bit. Yeah, so figured best start outside the zoo. I've actually got rid of all the guests. I've got one over there which I've used to get Tejikam at, but the zoo is currently empty, so let's head on in. Haven't done anything out here, but as you can see, we have foliaged up a little bit because we had that all round there was still quite bare. Make it look a bit, so hide that building away a bit. We've also foliaged that bit there. I am intending on working on this area here, but I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. But we'll head on over to our first little bit, which is just before we get into the Asian area. You'll notice we've got some log planks up here because we've recently just put an exhibit in, to which I've got a Flamingo Lake. There's not many in there. I think there was 14 flamingos, but yeah, it's sort of thing you'd expect. I'd expect to see, like, sort of thing you wouldn't be surprised to see at the entrance to a zoo. Didn't spend too long on it, but I feel I've done an okay job. Looks realistic. Got a couple of willow trees in there. Got some shelter for them. Yeah, it's just a nice little welcome to the zoo. So we'll mosey on around it back into the Asian area. I've had to put a little keeper's hut here because I'll explain why later. So we head on into the Asian area, and we can see I've done a little bit of work to the Binturong Habitat. I've got rid of the wall because some people couldn't quite see over it, so I've put this chain link steel mesh fence in here. Got an animal talk just saying our habitat board there, but I've also made the habitat quote unquote workable, so it's the animals can eat, drink. The keeper can also make his way around fully. I have also actually named every single animal in the zoo now with a custom name because I'm sad. I'm not going to go into the names in this video, but I have named them. So we'll carry on around now. I did again put a little bit of fence here just in case, because I don't know if camels can jump or not, but I figured I'd better put a fence in there just in case. I mean, I know I can turn the animal escapes off, but for a little bit of added realism, we've got our camels just here. I did and ah about having them in because I'm not a big fan of camels, but in terms of the actual space in this particular area, and with other stuff I figured, yeah, I'll keep them. Now I am going to head back to just round here, so we carry on around. Now I have actually done quite a bit, well, not quite a bit, I've changed this habitat just here, because this initially was our orangutan habitat. I have actually taken the orangutans out because I have a plan for that, and we now use this for our clouded leopard habitat, which I feel works quite well. It's plenty of space, it's plenty of areas for them to climb on, there's quite a bit of foliage for them to hide in. I figure it worked quite well, and I'll explain what I'll do with the orangutans later. But I've changed up a little bit of the climbing frames to make it logs rather than ropes and everything, because I know it shows on the climb map that they are traversable for cloud leopards, but I'm not overly confident they would be, so I've slapped logs on there just instead. We head on over opposite to the Doles. Now I've widened the viewing windows a bit, so give the guests a bit more of a view, brought the rocks over a bit, and that initially was corrugated metal, which I've changed to that stone wall, concrete wall, but painted it in like as close to go away green as I could get, which does hide it quite a bit, as opposed to the massive great big stretch of corrugated metal. But as I say, we got our dolls in here, added our education boards on all of them, as well as animal talk, and I've done the same with this window just here. Now I'm going to head back. Before I head on over to what's over there, I'm going to head straight back round to, I believe it's called the Asian Trail, which was set up by Zoove. I've added a couple of benches around as well, give people space to sit, and as well as adding some bins, because people will insist on littering. So head on round. We'll go over to there in a second. Now I've actually added another Nighthouse board, just copy and pasted it from the other side round to here, because in here, remember that habitat which was in the middle, which didn't know what was in there because then it was empty? Well, it is no longer empty, and again it's usable because I've slapped in, as you can see here, the window has a bit of jankiness there, but I've added the pangolins in to here, as I figured it. Oh, it's a Nighthouse, they're a nocturnal animal, can't see all of them, but there's one just there, and we'll head on out. And the keen-eyed people viewing may have noticed that there was a education board on the other opposite wall, because that is for this habitat just here, where we initially had the snow leopards, which I've replaced with the Malayan tapir, because with having camels up there and a snow leopard in there, I'm not entirely sure it's a good idea to have a prey animal next to a carnivore. Also, I think I saw somewhere that they can jump like 6 meters or something. I may be wrong on that, but yeah, I've moved these snow leopards out of here, put a Malayan tapir into, as I say, so it's not a prey animal next to a predatory animal. Also, we've got our tapirs there, and then we can carry on round. We have our staff area just there with our elephants. Not done anything really with the elephants. I will take you around and show you. Yeah, I still need to foliage this up a bit more, but all I've really done is added the education board, animal talk, and I've put in a couple of benches so people can sit and watch the elephants if they so choose. I have also edited the path in here a little bit, because previously you could only go in like just stand here, but guests can now come down either side, just for make it a little bit more realistic. And I've done the same with the position just here. Add an animal talk. It's actually set for the same month as on the other side, and got our education board. I'll explain what that there is in just a second after I show you our new habitats, because I have added some new ones in. I actually forgot to mention as I was heading on round, we've edited the habitat here for our Binturongs or bear cats, whatever you want to call them. So you can see two just there. There is a three in there, but I can't see the third one quite yet. Oh, there it is. But they could only walk on that platform there, so I've made it a bit more workable. Added a bit more space. It's not 100% big enough, but it's near enough that I'm happy with it. There's plenty of climbing, so yeah, I'm very happy to keep it. I had to keep those because those supports are absolutely amazing. Even though they're not climbable, they still look absolutely incredible. We'll move on round to here, because if people remember, this is our red panda. Again, we've edited the fence a little bit, but I actually had to add the red pandas into here because they weren't in there initially, and we've got them just down there. Now they do get caught somewhere in here, and I'm yet to see where they get trapped, because they keep ending up in the box at the front of the habitat, but I will figure that out at some point, I'm sure. But as you can see here, we've got a new habitat, and I've foliaged it up because this is now our snow leopard habitat. Nice big, there's two in there, same as what there would have been on the first zoo. Really happy with it, as it didn't put too much into it, but I feel it looks quite realistic. You've got plenty of climbing and everything for them. And the welfare stats all say, yeah, it's fine, it's good to go. To be honest, maybe not a natural habitat, but it's the sort of habitat I would expect to see a snow leopard in a zoo, to be quite honest. Bit of foliage in there, but not much. And then again, got some benches for people to watch. Had a bit of issues with the path, because we had quite a bit of jank up there, but I've sorted it as best I can, and we won't look down there because that is jank. So if we carry on around, and we got our other two habitats here, I need to put a second education board up on here, but I'll show you this habitat first, because this is one of the animals from the Southeast Asia DLC in here, because we have the sun bear, which again, quite a bit of a janky path, but not that bad. Got our animal talk there, and then yeah, quite a bit of a busy habitat. Maybe a bit too overgrown, but I like it. I figure it looks pretty decent. I will be making for some animals we haven't got a custom education board, which I've been doing for the zoo, make it all uniform and that, because I mean these look good, but I figure education boards, they have a little bit more on it in zoos that I've been to, so I've been making my education boards, which we saw on the snow leopard, which is just there, as you can see, the purple and black, which is the colours of the zoo. Yeah, I'm really happy with this habitat again, pretty realistic. Figured I'd go for the wooden log boards because they look a bit nicer and it's not easier on the eye than just concrete or mesh. And then we head over here, which is the newest habitat, which I've literally just finished, and we have Bengal Tigers in here. Now, I mean to put two in there, but for whatever reason I can't take two of them out. They were injured to begin with. It's not saying they're injured anymore, but I can't put them in the trade centre and get rid of them. It's not letting me put them in the trade centre at all, so for the time being there's four in there, but that will be reduced to two. Maybe a little bit too much, like climbing or whatever in the middle, but we'll go down here and then ignore the janky path. Got another viewing window just here, bit of a different view, see a bit more, then we follow it around and we've got another window just here. Yeah, so you get to see their shelter, which they can actually climb on, but not too fast. And yeah, got that little pond, and if I was a tiger, I'd be happy with that. But that is the all the habitats, and as you can see, I've foliaged up around here, hidden that building away, hidden the gap just there, so it's a bit more workable. Now, future plans. If we come through here, we've got a board, because what I'm intending on putting through here is going to be what I'm going to be calling the world of the primates. So anything like lemurs, macaques, orangutans, like any ape, monkey, lemur, we're going to have in this area here by the main road, which is clever, but hey ho. That'll all be going through there, hence why I took the orangutans out of there, because I want to have all the apes and stuff together, so just keep it a bit of a theme. Then we can actually, if I come out of Tejit Cam, if I go over to here, we're going to have this path is going to lead into our Africa area, as it's quite wide open and there's plenty of African animals in the game. This space here I'm not too sure what to do with, as with this space and this space and that space. This one's probably gonna, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll figure something out though. I might just put like a market type thing in so people to get some refreshments, because it is quite, I was going to say it's quite a ways from the cafe, like restaurant in the hotel, but it's not too far, so I might just leave that. But this area here, I'm not too sure. I might make it a habitat, but if I did, I don't know what I'd put in there. And this one here is, quite frankly, it is too small to be a habitat. Also, it does block the sign off here, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that. I do want to fill this out a bit more with some foliage, which I haven't got around to doing, but that will be done. I did actually add some keeper barriers into here so keepers could get in, because I couldn't find the old ones. And in this space here, we're going to have our reptile house, which is going to be a big project. I've never done one before, so yeah, really looking forward to making that. Probably going to need to be a little bit bigger, but I can definitely do a workaround with that, and maybe it might not be wide, but it'll be long, and we can figure something out. Again, we've got some jankiness here. I had to do this in bridges because the terrain in this map is a bit all over the place, but as a whole, I'm really happy with what we've got so far. Zoove left a great place for me to pick up from, and honestly, mate, couldn't have done it without you. You've given me such a good springboard to work from and a theme to work with. So yeah, that is going to conclude this episode, and we'll see you for part 3. I don't know when it will be, hopefully not as long as what it was between episode 1 and this one, but yeah, that is it for today, and I will see you next time.